God rest ye merry, ladies and gentlemen, and nothing you dismay. It is the OGGM here to talk about Cyber Monday and all the freebies, charities, and bundles with tidings of swag and swag. Tidings of swag with... Okay, that's enough. What's up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, dogs and cats, and all my fellow Christmas elves? It is I, the man who puts the humbug in the bah humbug, GM Grumpy McGrump, Common Rider OG, with your Monday morning tabletop role-playing game, Cyber Monday sales, bundles, collections, bundles, and other hodgepodge of Cyber Monday things. Now, as I discussed, was it yesterday or Saturday? Cyber Monday doesn't work for me. Just that's a harsh word. Cyber Monday, like Cyber Sunday. Cyber Sunday works. It just flows. It just flows off the tongue. That word it just feels good to say. Cyber Sunday, but Cyber Monday is very yeah. I mean, I'm nitpicking, but whatever. Thanks as always to EN Publishing for the links. If you click any of the links that I use down below, it's their affiliate links, so they get a small percentage of the sales. All right, starting with the freebies on Drivethrough RPG this week, and Drivethrough is having a huge Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, something Sunday, and Mega Mall Monday. So a lot of these are going to be double marked down, and then marked up, and then marked down again. So you end up probably pay. But I don't know if you can mark down for free. But anyways, Magpie Games has already released a free Kickstarter for the Avatar Legends role-playing game that came out. Wow, already marking things down to free. But I guess they're trying to build up hype for the Netflix live-action Avatar series that's coming out, because that'll hopefully be received better than the Netflix Cowboy Bebop. I liked the Cowboy Bebop. I liked the person who they chose to play Ed. That person really was like, that's Ed. But I guess nobody else did, so. We also have a quick starter for Root, the role-playing game, available on Drivethrough for free, called Hacksaw Dell. If you haven't had a chance to explore the Miyazaki comfort-esque role-playing game that is Root, here's a good way to start. Basic Fantasy is giving away 2 Monster source books called Basic Fantasy Field Guide Volume 1, and not surprisingly, Basic Fantasy Field Guide Volume 2. This is hundreds of new monsters that you can use for any D20, OSR, OGL type game that isn't 5e specific. So pretty much every game plus 5e, you could probably adapt these monsters to relatively easy if you feel you need more monsters. And that's free on Drivethrough. Gildor Games has a new adventures for the Elemental RPG called The Raven's Mask, which is a heist game where you must do some heist stuff in the world of Elemental, liberate some treasure, seduce some ladies, dance with some gentlemen. I don't know, just heisty stuff. Heisty make heist stuff? Is that a word? Casio Zen has released Perfect World, a cyberpunk RPG where an artificial intelligence has become a slave of the mega corporations to be used to subject society, with the with the players taking the role of the people trying to free society from the view. So pretty much just like every other cyberpunk game. Is at this point Cyberpunk a nostalgia game? Because we've already passed, right? It was Cyberpunk 2020. That's gone. We still got Cyberpunk 2025 and Cyberpunk 2027 to come. But I mean, are we ever going to actually have the Blade Runner Cyberpunk future we were promised? I don't think so. Clockwork Raven brings us Crows, a RPG OSR D20 retro clone to add to the ever-growing collection of RPG OSR OGL D20 retro clones. It's got 12 base classes, 3 subclasses, 30 ancestries, including vampires, spell creation rules, and more. If you want something a little lighter, over on Drivethrough for free, Theatrical Cat Publishing brings us literally Little Library Devils, a one-page RPG where you play Ink, living in a library, running on a simple D8 pace system. So animated little ink imps running around in a library having adventures. Moving over to Dungeon Masters Guild, Dungeon for free, we have Hunting Treasures, a second level 5e adventure that deals with the player characters finding a treasure map and having to go to an island to recover the treasure. And you know how much I love haunted dinosaur jungle undead island. So anything with hunting for treasures on islands, I'm probably going to be like, yeah, get that. RJ Stanley has chosen to release some additional stuff for Phandalin, the Lost Mines of Phandelver, of course. Probably the best thing Wizards of the Coast has made for 5e still, I think, in regards to just how good it was and how well the reviews are. So this gentleman has chosen to, or lady, I don't know, RJ Stanley, could be a female. It's got called Red Brand Roll Call, which gives you a whole bunch of new names and backgrounds for all the ruffians that are running around the village. So if you remember, there's a group of NPC bad guys called the Red Brand Ruffians. This individual has chosen to expand upon them, giving them a little bit more flavor. Who's that guy? Oh, that's Red Band Steve. Who's that guy? Oh, that's Red Band Julia. You know, okay. I wonder why they called Red Band. Probably would help if I reread Sting. Over at DM's Guild, Robert Swanson brings us the Witches of the Lonely Wood. People are missing in the woods. And normal friendly town folk are looking at each other in suspicion and yelling, "Witch." You have been hired to go out into the woods and find out what's really happening to the missing kids before people start sacrificing other people in the village to stop the witchery. Interesting. Niles Stubber has released a thing called New Dangers and New Places, which is a third level adventure escort quest for 5e. If you've actually managed to get a 5e group to 20th level and you need some new things to keep them interested, Kyle Pratt has released epic level class options for 5e, including 12th level magic items and new 10th level spells. A 20th level 5e character is going to be so unbelievably powerful that adding these new epic level feats and stuff seems almost counterproductive and like sort of a letdown. I mean, we read some of the epic level feats when Wizards was still experimenting, thinking they were a good idea. And every one of them was like, just sort of read like, that's a waste of a feat. I mean, I think most feats are a waste of a feat. So I'm probably not the best judge, but I'm like, yeah, no, that doesn't really feel like something epic that I would get like 20th level. That feels as dumb as Rage Swimming. Remember Rage Swim? That was a thing. I didn't make that. That was a thing. Barbarians could take an ability called at high level called Rage Swim, which they raged when they were swimming. They let them swim faster because I guess they got angry at the water. Curse you, water! Rage Swim! There's also Rage Smell, which is even weirder. What do you think? So I don't see the point. I don't see the point of epic level anything. If you've managed to reach 20th level in a 5e game, you're already more powerful than 90% of the things in the muster manual anyways. Lightning round for new character options. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new 5e character options over at DM's Guild, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new maps. Remember, as always, with downloading maps, VTT, or any of the other things that require you actually opening, including these games, especially this time of year, check them for viruses and malware and all that other insidious computer nonsense, because, you know, this is that time of year. Well, actually, I mean, pretty much every day is that time of year people want to screw over your computer, but more so around the holidays. Moving on to sales. Drivethrough has their Black Friday Cyber Monday deal. It's been changing every day, so let's see what it is today. Can you see this? No, I gotta restart this. Oh, hold on. You might be wondering why I changed the avatar. It's because I'm doing a thing tonight where I'm going to be talking about anime. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, no. Was this? What are these? Wow. Okay, that's badly organized. So it's like, here's all the links to the Cyber Monday stuff, and then here's just some random other things because I got lazy. So instead of making a new layer, I just tacked these onto a layer that was already there because I didn't want to spend the 5 extra seconds it would have taken to make these on a separate layer. Because yeah, way to go, Drivethrough. All right, anyways, I had to stop here. What? Got an Arkham Horror Collection marked down. Is that the board game? Okay, two things is not a bundle. All right, so we're just gonna okay, or I don't know. I have a feeling these are going to be kind of not that impressive. We've got a Monty Cuck one with 1, 2. Okay, are these going to look like these are all going to have 2 things in them? Forged in the Dark. We've got nothing. All right, no, 1, 2. The Skull Kicker, Cyber Force, the comic book. Yeah. Okay, none of these look great. We've also got some marked down this big cyberpunk sale that they've been doing. So they got a lot of stuff marked down, both on physical and on PDF. So it's a great time to fill the holes in your PDF collection, taking part of the Drivethrough McSale. Sale? That's the word, right? Okay. Going back to EN World. Thank you again, as always, EN World, for posting these for us and making my job easier. Okay, that is also a sale on the Dungeon Masters Guild, where there's got things marked down as low as 80%, all for 5e, all, of course, completely pointless since the new 5e is coming out next year. But if you have no plans to convert to new 5e and you want to fill out your collection of PDF, remember, if it's on the Dungeon Masters Guild, it is technically official canon Wizards of the Coast, so that's all 80% off. Roll20 is running a 50% off Cyber Monday sale and $20 off their annual subscription. I haven't checked out Roll20 since they updated it. They updated it like 2 weeks ago. So it seems to be a little bit easier to navigate, but for some reason they switched the colors. So instead of it being, black typeface on a white background, it is now white typeface on a black background. Of course, you can go into the mods and change it back, but I'm hopefully finding out soon. I'm going to be playing in a Roll20 run game any day now, so we'll see if they've actually managed to fix the clunkiness, or if by changing the color scheme they actually made it more clunky. Because of the 3 VTTs I'm experienced with, Roll20 is the worst. But anyways, they're running a sale. And as always, when taking stuff for VTTs down and installing them, check them for viruses. D&D Beyond is running a cyber sale. Dozens of digital titles on the Wizards of the Coast store is marked down 40%, so you can rent a whole bunch of new products to store on your D&D Beyond account. As long as you continue to pay the monthly fee to keep your D&D account open, the products that you rented will be there for you. Yay, D&D Beyond. Let's see. Then we've got an Arkham Horror bundle from Aconite Books. This is $8 for a whole bunch of stuff set in and around the Cthulhu mythos for Arkham Horror. Well, pretty much, just anything that does Cthulhu. Star Anvil Studios has something called the Accursed Holiday Bundle for $50. It's everything you need to run something in the world of Accursed. Okay, I don't know what that is. It's a Savage World setting, it seems. The bundle comes with 2 things. The Accursed campaign setting and the Accursed Adventures update. Looks like it's basically a Savage Worlds take on Ravenloft. A whole place that's just been all horror-mified. I'm just going to be waking up words all day today, aren't I? Let's see. Over on Drivethrough, we have the Fast Jack Shadowrun bundle. This is 1, 2, 3 things for Shadowrun. Looks like it's the older edition of Shadowrun. This is $12. There's the Pathfinder Tales collection up. This is a bunch of digital novelizations over a Drivethrough set in the Pathfinder world. As always, if you're going to be downloading and opening digital books or audiobooks, checking for viruses, this is $5. We've got the Black Friday Mega Bundle on Drivethrough and Dungeon Masters, including 25 various things, including books, classes, stuff like that for Dungeon Masters Guild. $80 is for this entire sale. Looks like it's got about 25 titles of all 5e goodness. There's also a Black Friday background bundle for $6, which just gives you a whole bunch of new backgrounds for 5e, which is something I always thought they should have added in. Like when Xanthar came out, I was like, oh, hey, new backgrounds, right? Because, I'm bored of always picking from the same 12. So, no, I'm not new backgrounds. I'm like, pretty, okay. You don't care. And finally, over at Storyteller's Vault for Vampire the Masquerade, got a brand new Vampire the Masquerade adventure, specifically with some Christmassy feelings to it. It's called Bleed Them Dry, and it is $11 over at the Storyteller's Vault. Moving on to the charity bundles. Sam Robertson is doing a charity bundle for Doctors Without Borders for $10. All the proceeds go to Doctors Without Borders. This includes a hodgepodge of about 20 various D&D Fate Monster of the Week. So it's just basically a bunch of different games and game supplements that are all put together for a bundle, and then all the proceeds go to Doctors Without Borders. Borders? That sounds like a D&D monster. Oh no, Borders! Critical Role is doing their charity live stream. It is on the 28th, so that's tomorrow, but you can still donate. All the proceeds go to Comic Relief / Children's Hospital. So if you're not familiar with how this works, basically there's categories, and each category is voted on every time you give money to the bundle. So at every hour, they check that, and whichever one has the most votes is something that then influences the game going forward. I think. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's pretty sure it's something to do. It's like that. Actually, we could actually look instead of me just making shit up. Doesn't say. Okay, well, in fact, it goes to a completely different thing. But anyways, your donations allow you to vote on things that will, change the course of the game. So let's say 20 people all vote for the give Laura Bailey's character +1 to all her rolls for the next hour, and that's the one that gets the most votes. That might be an option. I'm just making shit up. I don't know. There's another Shadowrun bundle over at Bundle of Holding. This is the Shadowrun 3rd Edition Mega Bundle for $25. It concludes pretty much everything that was ever made for Shadowrun 3rd Edition. All the proceeds go to the Electronic Frontier Foundation. Talk about irony. A Cyberpunk Shadowrun bundle giving money to a Electronic Frontier charity. It's not secretly a AI using the money to fund its evil plans to take over the world via its Roomba army. No. It's a charity bundle. It just feels. There's a bundle for something called Cornucopia. This includes the Agents of Cornucopia, Gumshoe, superhero role-playing game, Spectaculars, and a couple of other stuff. So this looks like a cornucopia of new games to try. This is all going to the Diana Jones Award Emerging Designer Program, a program we no longer respect. It's $15. Gets you a cornucopia of random games. The Sin Nominee collection is got a bundle for sale. If you haven't had a chance to pick up Stars Without Number and City Without Numbers or Worlds Without Numbers, this is the best way to get it. This is a $13 bundle. It gives you all the great Sin Nominee core books. It goes to support food pantries around the country. If I had a choice between picking up the stuff, the Worlds Without Number and Adventure Conqueror King, or Stars Without Number and Adventure Conqueror King. I would choose Worlds Without Number. Those Worlds Without Numbers and Stars Without Numbers and City Without Numbers are like on my list of, must-haves. Even if you never use them, there's just such great resources and so many great random tables. We've got 2 bundles for the very obscure Torg role-playing game. First, we've got a $10 bundle that gives you all the core games to run Torg. And then we've got an $18 bundle that gives you all the expansions and everything else that was ever about Torg. Who remembers Torg? Now, I remember Torg coming out after Rifts, but I was told Torg actually came out before Rifts. So, anyways, it's the Warp World Rifts. This one, Earth, shit happens, dimensions change, New York is now filled with radioactive talking trash cans. If I remember correctly, one of the Torg things was that the Ragnarok happened, and Odin and Stumpany came down, but they became a traveling rock band. I don't know if that's correct, but I remember that. Bundle of Holding also has a City of Mist bundle, which is the Powered by the Apocalypse comic book noir role-playing game. The first bundle, of course, is the everything you need to run City of Mist for $25. And the second bundle is all the expansions that have ever been written for City of Mist for $18. The DCC funnel bundle is still going. It contains about 10 funnels for Dungeon Crawl Classics. Dungeon Crawl Classics, of course, my personal favorite retro clone that I own. I love DCC. I don't know why. I do. There is a huge solo RPG library bundle over at Humble Bumble by a company called Parts Per Million. This contains 10 or more solo role-playing games and solo role-playing scenarios for games that already exist. $18 is the most popular bundle choice, and it goes to a charity called Build On. The Cartographer's Vault bundle is back. This is the software bundle that contains all those award-winning campaign cartographer programs that were like the thing you had to have way back when they first came out. Well, now you can get the entire collection of map-making, top-tier campaign cartographer thingies for $30. This goes to support a charity called charity.water.userdefined.default.5%. Probably not the actual name. Somebody just slipped or wasn't paying attention. So I'm going to assume it's going for charities that help protect watersheds and stuff like that. That's a big thing here happening where I live, where some of the watersheds and Burr estuaries are being targeted to be taken down. Kobold Press and some others have their 5th edition mega bundle still running. $25 is the most popular pledge. I've already said which bundle, get the first bundle, the one that has Gygax's Necropolis in it, because the rest are just like, not that great. But yeah, so get the $5 bundle. And this goes to support various medical charities. The Doctor Who mega bundle is still running in honor of Children in Need and the 60th anniversary episode, which is, receiving some very mixed reviews. But that's not my place to talk about it. I'm sure Grim Jim will eventually, though. $18 is the most popular pledge, and that all goes to Children in Need. Now, just to help you, if I can find it. EN World has also posted a thread for a bunch of other sales in case I missed them. So Hero Forge is running a sale. Hero Forge is the site where you can get figures made up of your characters. Looks like it's running a 20% off physical miniatures and 50% off digital miniatures. That sale ends today. We've got the Exalted Funeral Black Friday Cyber Monday sale running through, looks like today. So this is all the weird stuff you can find on Exalted Funeral. And is that it? Drivethrough, of course. Fat Dragon Games. Any Cubic 3D printing is also running. Did I miss something? Hit point pressed. Is running one. Any cubic 3D modeling is running one. Goodman Games is having a big sale. Interesting. 40% off on all the DCC stuff. The Dungeon Masters Guild's having their sale. Target has a buy two, get one free book. Atlas Games is having a 50% off sale. Chaosium is having a 10% off sale. Exalted Funeral. Black Frag is having a sale because there's so much stuff out for Black Frag already. WizKids is having a sale. Chaos Goblins is having a sale. Mike Shelley is having, just basically pretty much a whole bunch of people are having cyber sales today. So if there is a product you want to pick up, PDF, whatever, digital markdown, probably the best way to go is to look up the project you want and then see if it's marked down. Go to that specific retailer site or go to Drivethrough and see if it's following under their very weird Cyber Monday sale thing. So, like, for example, if I wanted to get, I don't know, just randomly picking a product out of the air to see if it's marked down today, I'm just going to look around my house. What's the first thing? Oh, hey, there's this Wretched Vigilantes thing. Guess that's probably marked down today. In fact, if I hadn't picked up Wretched Vigilantes already, I'd probably go to lulu.com right now and look up Wretched Vigilantes because it's probably marked down about 30%. So if I hadn't picked up Wretched Vigilantes by Michael L. Strauss, a.k.a. the OGGM, and the 2 supplements, now would be a great time. So why don't you use the link down below to go to Lulu to get your markdown and pick up my amazing series of dark, wretched superhero nonsense. And while you're doing that, have a great day, and I will talk to you all later. Stay safe out there because it is very windy. Support me. Talk to you.